Whispers of fear, when silence returned to the girl and her dog. She had found peace. She had found a voice. But one rainy evening, Max didn't come home. And with him, something else vanished. The light in Lily's eyes, the strength in her silence. When danger returns wearing a different face, will a little girl's courage and a loyal dog's bond be enough to fight the fear that never truly left? The storm rolled in as twilight fell. Rain tapped on the windows, a steady rhythm Lily once found calming. But Max wasn't home. Every evening he'd return after his short stroll around their garden, shaking off droplets before curling beside her bed. But tonight, nothing. Lily waited by the door, pink hoodie clutched tight, watching the shadows. Her mother paced, flashlight in hand, calling out into the storm. "Max! Max!" Nothing answered. When midnight came, Lily wrote a single word in her sketchbook, "missing," and beside it, she drew a small paw print, "fading." School felt like walking through a dream she didn't belong to. Max's mat by her desk was empty. Students didn't know whether to speak to her. Some left little notes. Others sat near her at lunch in quiet solidarity. But Lily retreated. Her signs, once fluent and vibrant, faded into stillness. No gestures, no drawings, just silence, heavy and gray. Her mother cried in the kitchen at night. Lily heard it through the walls but said nothing. At therapy, she didn't look up, didn't pick up crayons, just stared at the doorknob, hoping it might turn and Max would walk in. For Lily, the world was turning backwards, and this time, she feared Max wouldn't be there to pull her forward. 3 days later, a groundskeeper knocked at their door. "I found something odd near the back trail. Looks like it belongs to a dog." In his hand, Max's collar, frayed, muddy, torn. Lily stood up, eyes locked on it. Her fingers twitched. Without a word, she grabbed her notebook and drew a tree line. She pointed. The neighbors formed a search party. Rain returned as they entered the woods. The air was thick, quiet except for the crunch of wet leaves. Suddenly, Lily froze. She lifted 2 fingers, the old signal for danger. Everyone stopped. A faint whimper echoed through the underbrush. There, huddled beneath a broken fence, was Max, limping, muddied. His eyes found Lily first, and despite the pain, he thumped his tail. Once. Max was alive, but changed. His leg was bruised, his fur patchy. The vet said he'd need rest. But more than his body, his spirit seemed shaken. He flinched at sudden noises. He avoided the garden. He whimpered in his sleep. Lily, too, remained quiet. But this time it wasn't the silence of fear. It was focus. She made a schedule. Every day she fed him, brushed his coat, read to him in signs. She played soft music. Their healing was mutual. She wrote in her journal, "I am not rescuing Max. We're coming back together." The school counselor invited Lily to create a project about recovery. She made a diorama of her room. Inside it, a tiny bed, a tiny girl, and a tiny dog, both lying heart to heart. A month passed. The school held its Silent Voices celebration. Lily stepped on stage. This time Max walked behind her, slower but proud. In her hand was a scroll. She unrolled it and showed the audience her illustrated story. Chapter 1, Gone. Chapter 2, Lost. Chapter 3, Found. Chapter 4, Healing. Chapter 5, Together. Then she looked up and whispered, "Max came back, and so did I." No one clapped right away. They stood. Tears fell. The silence was louder than any applause. And as Lily and Max walked off stage, side by side, it was clear they were not broken. They were braver.